go and do it.
Fencing.
Right? But I'm like, that is like what happened with her. She just went, oh, no one else is going to do breakdancing, so I'll just learn how to do it. And get a free trip to France.
No, she very much PhD on breakdancing.
Alright, why not?
Yeah, someone's got to do it. I have a PhD.
She's a certified doctor with a doctorate in breakdancing.
Yeah. It's not even a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, is it?
Yeah. I think it's like it's like a culture.
Oh, yeah, doctor.
fucking burgers.
Yeah.
You got to stop it.
All right.
Oh, we back? Wait, I've got a podcast to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very much one of those,
I think can people hear us now?
bags kind of
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna be so fun.
Oh, hello. Are we back?
Well, it might be. It seems to be working now. I don't know what happened to the roadcaster
Oh,
before.
so sorry everyone.
Are you recording?
Classic pros shit.
I don't know if we can blame the pros anymore.
Do you know how many times we've gone into these podcasts and I've had absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and now I feel really confident in it, and now we're having a ton of issues.
So,
Oh boy.
how far into Ben's quiz did we get before we died, everyone? on the
Yeah,
chat?
they had
I think it was a fair way back because the
Yeah, you
sound
got-
chopped out.
What happened to the
Except that you
thingy? Oh, I've got to get into the YouTube chat. Hang on. Oh, hang on.
We need to know if
it's pretty
to start Ben's quiz
It's like
again.
a couple of YouTube videos and then cartoony stuff, right?
Hello. Are you right?
How many answers did I get right this time?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, well, there's no proof, is there?
Not enough visuals. Oh yeah, that's why I think cartoony does a good job. Because usually he does like the top 30.
Oh my gosh,
And
what
he
an
always has like
absolute
visual
shit show.
info.
Oh boy.
Did you get that link?
Differentiate between Sid Draper and
Yeah, who asked for that?
Someone just joined, so I'm assuming so. Baxter.
There's not a lot of like people. He looks a bit like Todd
But
Martin.
you can join in on the YouTube
Yeah.
chat, or you can join in
Except
in the
he's a
Discord
lot
in the
shorter,
live
a lot
podcast
better.
in the channel.
I mean, that's like saying I look like Ryan Reynolds just because I got some more facial hair.
Can't see the
I'm
file.
shorter, fatter, weaker.
Can see the file? Can't see the file.
But I got some facial hair.
file.
Yeah.
Is it happening?
All right.
Yes, it's happening, Fiend.
Yeah.
Are we on? Are we on?
Hey, something's happening.
Podcast is back? Question mark.
That's
Should
right,
we win?
Gary. So back at the quiz. Ben, I'm going to throw it to you so I don't have to talk.
Very quiet. Is it quiet? Is it too quiet?
Shouldn't be quiet.
Should be quiet.
But then who knows? Nothing has gone right tonight.
God, we are struggling.
Yeah, when's Phoenix coming
Alright.
down? He could have helped us out.
Yeah.
Be right there to save the day. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're going to have podcast royalty join us for the 100th episode.
Just don't trip over any cords when you get here.
Sounds good now? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Alright.
Alright, I think we're on.
Did we get clarity where in this quiz did we go?
I think we're going to go to let's just go to all Australians.
You've done the 2000s. So you're going to do the 100.
Like, I just went and cut out his home. Is that
I don't think you asked any questions.
No, I hadn't asked any.
All right.
Devastating.
No one really cares, so let's just get into it then.
Go, Ben.
Join them. We are severely cheap. Just like the crows.
Alright, 100.
100. Sorry, we're in the middle of the quiz. Okay, we're back on the quiz. Here we go.
Right, regular programming.
First couple of questions are nearest the pin. How many 100 game players? I can't remember the program.
40.
27.
23.
I remember searching it up.
51
And,
voices.
someone said that it was like
32.
32.
Ooh.
Jeepers, okay. Well, one of you is very close. It was 33.
Oh.
Hey, well done.
Very nice. Okay. How many players have kicked 100 goals? 4 more.
Oh,
One. There's only
Seven.
one, two,
I want to say 32.
What? Wait, for the Crows?
Yeah.
In 1 year or altogether?
In the entirety of their career.
Oh, okay.
Not in 1 year.
Right. I'm going to say 6.
No one can hear us now.
It looks like it's working this time though. When they said it last time, it wasn't working.
Yeah.
When they
10. Josh says 10.
Josh can hear us.
Well, for whoever can hear us, 29.
Whose mics aren't working? What the fuck does that mean?
How is this a problem now?
So we've never had
We've
this.
never.
Sam, your microphone's the only one working.
Oh,
Not plugged in.
serious?
Oh, wait. You've got audio.
You've got mail.
Oh, this is so bad.
Can you hear me, guys? Hello. What about Sam working, Lauren and Ben not, but what about me?
Oh, we're the funny ones.
I'm the annoying one. Probably. Hello. Dan not. What does Dan not mean? Dan not listening.
Oh yeah, yours is really quiet.
Come on, baby.
Aren't you a musician, Dan?
Give us some.
That's the problem.
Yeah, Sam wants to be the only voice heard. For some reason. Or you guys can't hear us.
And then they keep it moist on the inside as well. It's Euro Winston Odening. Really fucking nice. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah.
This is so dumb.
Maybe the sound is coming from Dan Camp.
I live on that street.
I basically ran for. I'm on the Bozza.
Oh yeah.
This is
Yeah. I
absolute
live on.
shit. I'm never getting home.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm literally going to sleep here tonight.
All I have to do if I want to get like, if I want like a.
I'm going to go pee.
Hang on. Are we back?
Are we back?
Okay,
Alright.
tell us we're back.
Hello, hello.
Tell us we're back.
All right, please.
Hello, hello,
Is that better?
hello.
Come on, tell us we're on. Tell us we're good. Come on. There it is. Oh, thank
Hello,
God.
my pony
Oh
Alice.
my God.
Can someone join me in like a
I'm sorry. We're so sorry, guys. We've never, and you know, we've done this a few times. We have never had this many issues before. It is classic Crows to have this many issues for a milestone. Thank you for sticking by us. This
can't
episode
believe
is a
there's still people
microcosm
in
of
there.
our season.
You
It is
are
Pete.
welcome.
Just
You've
a,
all missed the quiz. You've all missed the quiz.
No, just a special announcement. We are finishing at the quiz tonight.
Hi, Claire. Hey, so we only ever planned to do 100 episodes. This is the last one. All right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sorry, Claire. It's our fault. Ben might be a bit late tonight as well. So
This is very rare, Brad. You're right. Yes. Just let everyone, all the new people know this is very rare.
yeah,
This
anyone that's
never
joined us
happens.
tonight, this isn't the norm.
Appreciate everyone sticking around for our 100th episode. It's obviously a big milestone for us. Oh, hello, Henry.
Oh, hello, Henry.
Just Henry in there.
Henry.
All right, Ben, get on with it.
All right, so jeepers, this I'm losing some momentum. So fresh off our 2,900 goals or more, who kicked exactly 100 goals?
Whoa. Jason Paul Pleasure.
Caleb. Caleb, what? No, I can't hear anything.
No one's close. We'll go with Scott Hodges.
Oh, I love
Hey.
Scott Hodges.
Hottie Scodges.
There you go.
When I was young, I actually, when I was at the boundary line and Scott Hodges came up to the fence and I got to give him a little tap on the shoulder. Oh, I think I was about 8. So don't look at me like that. I was 8,
Yep.
okay?
2 players on the weekend went at 100% disposal efficiency.
Daniel Curtin.
Keane was one of them.
Kane, oh, well done.
Curtin.
No.
Curtin.
Still not Curtin.
Was it Curtin?
You're in the right realm of players.
No.
Zach
That
Taylor.
is a
He
different
was
realm.
Zach Taylor for
Hey.
his 1 or 2 possessions, I'm not sure. But okay. Now,
Yep.
more about our podcast. So since we not that much. Since we started in 22, we have played 65 men's AFL games. How many wins do you reckon we've had to talk about?
Not enough. Enough.
18.
20.
All right. Geez, everyone's very negative. So we've actually won 27, so just a bit above. So
Oh, that's nice.
making a beautiful 42% success rate
Oh,
since
Josh,
we
you were so
started.
close there.
Now, on the other hand, we have had 38 AFLW games. How many wins do you reckon we've seen there?
33.
30.
All right, everyone's perceptions are skewed each way, so we've had 30 wins.
Hey.
30.
Yeah, the girls.
Yes.
So,
I win the prize.
all right, so to draw this to such a sudden conclusion, born in 2000. So we have Chase Jones, Lockie Scholl,
My man.
Chalet.
Ned
Neg McEggery.
He is a bit.
That
People
guy?
are neg on
Yeah.
McHenry.
All right, Nick Murray,
Muzza.
Will Hamill,
Oh, yes. Hammer.
Isaac Rankin,
Oh,
Ranks.
Mark Keane,
King. Oh, the mustard.
and Jackson Haley.
Jackson.
We love Jacko, but that's a sad time.
And I don't think I can contribute any more tonight. I think that's me done.
Ben is stretched thin.
So now that we've gotten through that, thank you, Ben. Longest segment you've ever had, might I say. Cut it down next time. We've got lots more to talk about. We've got Pete's Pizzas. We've got some dog acts. We've got a dog act competition. We will be dialing in Roman, who probably now will be on at about 9:30. But before we do any of that,
Cool drinks.
oh, can you even remember what's pumping you up now, Lauren?
Oh, well, clearly the 100th episode is what's pumping me up.
Hey!
There's nothing else.
At least
Thanks,
it was
guys.
30 minutes ago.
Yeah, just let's do this now. Just a really big thanks. All the people that have come here tonight. We got Kate, we got Ross, we got Nathan, we got Pete, we got Boise. Thanks very much for coming, and thanks everyone on the stream. We really appreciate it. Obviously, this is like a little project that we started, and we didn't think anything would really come of it. It's just for fun for us. So we really, really appreciate everyone's support. And we've got some good things coming tonight, just
Obviously,
by the way.
with the US election, we are now claiming it's a 10,000 crowd. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, it's huge. It's massive.
Yeah, biggest crowd they've ever had, I've heard. A lot of people are saying it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying it. Go on the troll.
What's pumping you up, Ben?
Well, for me, it's relatively obvious. It's a child that can't talk back yet.
You've only got a few years of that, though.
Yeah, no, it's coming.
I think Henry's in the chat, so be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, he is a very, very good big brother at the moment. He's very doting. Often will go, he's just too adorable.
Oh, that's
good
cute.
work,
Good on
Henry.
you, Henry.
And Lily's
You're a
doing
good big brother.
Lily's doing a good job as a big sister as well. So, yeah, no, they've been very good with the little one.
Well done.
How about you,
And
Sam?
Are you going to
nothing.
release the middle name yet?
Oh, well, there's a press release coming later, but
Okay,
no,
no,
I can
no.
let you know.
No, we'll save it for later.
There isn't a press release coming later.
What's the middle name? What'd you go with?
So we have got Caleb. Now, people will obviously jump to player name conclusion straight away.
Is it Fog? Oh my God,
Look at this guy. It's all happening here at Here We Crew Live. Woolworth bag of goods. Ethernet cable. Hey!
This is a man who came prepared, unlike Sam.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Oh my God, here we go. What is it? Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Thanks, Bean.
Thanks, mate. I thought you were going to say the most important thing, actual content.
There you go. I think Sam was saying he was just needing a 5.5 floppy, I think.
It was in the bag. Oh, good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming by.
Cheers, good week.
Shit's about to get messy.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow, I'm just, I'm speechless. What's pumping me up is the royalty that has just walked into the room, podcasting royalty.
Fuck.
Now, Sam is an apology for this segment because he's had the soul sucked out of him by the technical difficulties. It's okay, Sam. You've saved the day.
Ben's about to tell us his child's middle name. I've been waiting all night.
No one saw Phoenix.
Happy
That
to
camera
see
wasn't
Fiend.
working.
Oh, no.
Did you organise that?
We'll give him
I've organised nothing.
We'll give him an extra thing at the end.
For anyone that couldn't see that, that Phoenix walked in with a whole ton of very old-looking hardware, so computer hardware.
Is it working now?
If it's not working,
it's not. Just like everything else tonight, that is not working.
Broken. Now you got to break it, aren't you? Ben, have you told us the middle name yet?
No.
I feel like every time you talk tonight, it gets delayed 10 minutes.
What's the middle name, Ben?
All right, as I was saying. So we've got, Caleb. I'll talk a bit more about Caleb. So that was the meaning behind that was brave or wholehearted. So he's going to have a few things he's got to deal with when he's young. So that was sort of the idea behind that. And the second name we have gone with is Isaac.
Hey!
Oh my God, I love it.
IZAK?
Not spelt the same.
So his little ranks, baby.
So yes, and that does mean I think one who laughs or is joyous. So yeah, so that's the meaning of the
that's so
first
lovely.
two names. So
That's
there you
lovely.
go.
Very nice, Ben. Very nice. And
just wait till I go through the meaning of Turnbull. So there was this lord in Scotland. I won't go any further. Don't worry.
we're going to talk about the game now. So let's get straight into it.
Adelaide's rocking.
That's right, Daddy. Adelaide is rocking. Lauren actually saw Daddy Nick's from a distance the other day, and it was the...
It was a short distance. Unfortunately, his wife was also in the room, so I couldn't make my move. Damn.
So they are still together then, Lauren?
Yeah.
But
yes, they are. Yeah.
as you all in the room know, it was the Crows by 39 points. Pretty unexpected, I would say, but we had probably our best squad on the field for the year, pretty much. So amazing effort to knock off the Doggies, who were right in the thick of things for the finals. Wouldn't have wanted to lose that one, and we handed it to them. Lauren?
Yeah. I mean, a lot to like about the game. I think we probably had a really nice head start because the pressure from the Bulldogs was completely non-existent, especially in that first quarter. So I think we probably got lucky there, to be honest. We obviously had that scoreboard pressure right from the start, so that was great, and good to see Benny getting up and about like in the first 20 seconds. I love it. I feel like it's almost like whenever Ben Keys gets up and about in the first like half minute of the first quarter, it's going to be a good day.
Is Benny Keys the barometer?
Yeah, I think he might be.
The barometer? Yeah.
But other than that, I thought everything was really positive. Our defence was enormous, like absolutely stood up to a pummeling, which was amazing. And, you know, what a fantastic 100th game for Fog. Fog Watch, where's the button? We'll have to press that at some point.
Yeah, we'll get onto that.
Sholly, Lockie Shoal, come on, mate. What the hell? Elite kicking from Sholly. Yeah, very enjoyable game to watch. Had a great time. And got to hang out with Kate, and we got to be in fancy seats, and we got to drink some beers, and it was a really fun time.
Well, some of us got to
very
do
good.
that, but Ben and I were out in the pleb zone, just enjoying the game from the cheap seats, weren't we, Ben? What do you have to say about it?
I'll buy you a bloody beer, Phoenix, mate. All right.
It was very what looked like a very complacent Bulldogs that we're up against. However, the ball did spend pretty much most of the time down in their forward line, and we just took the opportunities when we were able to break away from defence, and we were very efficient. I think we were like 60.5 inside 50 efficiency, which is way up on what we'd normally do. And that's why even losing 43 to 59 inside 50s, we still comfortably won. They played much more of a handball game. We were equal on handballs, but we were like 232 kicks to their 197. So a bit of that, though. We did do a lot of chip-to-chip around our half-back line. So
yeah, we did. And, that to me was just like looking for a way out to get into that centre kind of clearance and move the ball forward quite quickly. We were taking our time there a lot, but they gave us so much space to do that.
Yeah, and part of that, like you'd think if we're the team that kicked the ball more, we'd be harder to have a better disposal efficiency, but we were 73 to their 68, so I think it's partly we had good pressure, but they also gave us a bit of space when we had the ball.
Yeah.
We almost had a proper glimpse of Tex, Fogg and Thilthorpe up forward before Tex got a poke in the eye and ended up off the field again. But they looked pretty good at that point in time.
I really liked it. But I think a lot of that, it was, Fogg just turned it on. And, I hope Fogg can keep that consistency up. Obviously, it was a special day for him. He had his whole family there. So I feel like he was playing for a lot more than just, the game itself.
I think we just need to really give him a spotlight here, so let's just do it.
Do it. Bow down to the Fog man.
I feel a bit sorry for the guys here in the live studio audience because you don't hear the stingers when we play them. we just played the Fog song just and now we're going to talk
They're
more.
all sitting there wondering why we stopped talking.
Now we're going to talk more about Fog. Fog, 5 goals and some amazing passes as well. There was that one where he pinpointed to Rochelle. Just hooked that into everyone's veins.
That was like threading the needle, that one too.
It was.
Perfect
and
kick.
As our friend Bozza said on X, it was just like channeling the king himself.
Absolutely.
Tex Walker. Amazing. Sign of things to come. Obviously, he's just grown and grown this year. And what better way to celebrate his 100th game with a massive win and 5 goals?
I did want to note in Nixie's post-game press conference, he did kind of bring that up about, kind of getting Fogg into the mentality where he's always competing for the ball and always wants the ball in his hand. And that to me is funny that Fogg has never really kind of had that mentality before to me. Like, he's always been obviously big and tough. But now I feel like his confidence has grown a lot in the last 6 months. So I feel like next year could really be Fogg's massive year, which is really exciting.
Let's hope so. Some other really good takeaways from the game. I thought, we've obviously found one in the back line with Hugh Bond. He's just going about his business. Hasn't missed a beat since coming in. Absolutely huge. Dan Curtin with his couple of goals. His first full game for the Crows. You can't see him dropping his spot this week, and hopefully gets another good big one in the Showdown. A few of the boys will be playing their first Showdowns this week, which will be pretty exciting.
Yep.
Definitely will be up and about with that. But
this will be Curtin's second, won't it? Because he got that nice sub-affected one.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did
we count that? No, I don't know.
Well, that was his debut.
Yeah, not the best debut though.
Don't start hitting us with facts, Ben.
Yeah. Curtin, obviously he was, straight up on Bont first thing. So it was, pretty hectic. He was pretty quiet in the first 3 quarters, but as soon as Tex came off and they chucked him forward, he really just came into his own there. I think the forward role kind of, he took his opportunity there and the confidence was pretty massive. So I'm really interested to see this week, obviously with Tex out with the eye injury, if they actually keep Curtin forward. I'm going to be really interested to see what they do there, especially with Lockie Gallant having a massive sample game with 8 goals. Watch this space.
But I think Curtin, I think him going forwards, he's obviously very large and very hard to stop if the ball's coming in high.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I think he's struggling a bit for speed. So being a forward, he's not having to chase someone. They've got to stop him.
Yeah.
So I think at the moment, if he's doing a bit of midfield and rotating forward, not back, I think he's going to be a bigger challenge for the opposition and not get shown up as much.
I think the little bits we saw of him, though, proved how much skill that he has got for a big man as well.
The composure to take a mark that wasn't called a mark, and then was it actually called a mark?
I think it was.
And then he
decided to play
thought
on.
It wasn't called, but to still get it finished, that was really impressive.
Yeah, no, I thought he was good. And yes, I will admit that Lockie Scholl played a really nice game yesterday. Yep. I still haven't squeezed him into my votes, but I think he was he was very good yesterday.
Yeah, no, he was good.
Look who we've got appearing on screen.
The only other thing about Curtin, almost the thing I liked the most, was that goal assist where he just pushed the defender away to get access to the ball. It was very impressive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Shall we?
Lauren seems to have changed a little bit recently.
Lauren needed a nature stop, so apparently my hair stands up to the occasion.
What an upgrade.
So Phoenix, can you give us your rundown on the game yesterday? You seem pretty happy about it.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually, I thought. I've already said all this shit. Like,
Yeah, I know. I was listening to it on the way here.
Tell us again.
No, it was good. And full strength side, just about, I reckon.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
It was amazing what a full strength side does, really. And does that vindicate Matthew or?
I
Well,
think it
remains to be
highlights
seen.
that we're not blessed with a lot of depth.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I think it's going to be a body of work thing. If they can string a few wins together at back end of this year and then follow it through at the start of next year, then we'll talk. But up until then,
Yeah, it feels like a year that the key things we could afford least to go wrong kind of have.
Yeah.
So it's sort of exposed for what we're vulnerable in, but hopefully you'd think we'd have a bit more luck next year and maybe things will be heading our way better. I'm not saying that it's going to be spectacular, but hopefully in the right direction.
yeah, definitely.
We talk about the Bulldogs' bad goal kicking.
Oh, no, it was just 7 rush behinds. Otherwise, it was fine.
I mean, old mate Darcy, who missed 5,
Yeah.
plus an out on the full.
Yeah, he had the major yips. And then...
Still got coaches' votes, though.
Did he?
Bevo still gave him coaches' votes.
Well, he got a very big applause for that kick he got in the goal square.
Yeah. So what, Darcy got coaches' votes?
Yeah, Bevo gave him some.
Oh, good.
It's
Yeah,
like
okay.
a participation award.
I would have thought Nixie would give him some for
Oh.
missing them all.
Yeah.
I was getting pretty sick of the commentators saying that he deserved a goal. I would have thought the opposite, really. You keep missing them that easily. Why do you deserve one? Yeah, a bit strange, but I was the only one who watched it on TV, I guess. What's going on here? This is so so disjointed. Love it.
Perfect.
What's next? Are
It's
you
perfect.
hosting?
Technically,
Do we need any more? What else do we need to say about the game?
not much. I thought we could get into some votes.
We haven't talked about Rankin and just his
No.
what he adds to it with
well,
bursts from
How was that
middle.
first play?
just
Just-
find space and is able to enter our forward 50 with meaning.
It's amazing what happens when you've got a player in the middle that's got a ton of speed. It's quite different to our normal
and
midfield.
skills.
Yeah.
Speaking about speed and skills, have you actually spoken about Lockie Murphy?
Uh,
I thought his shape holding was exquisite.
It was good shape.
it was,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
very good
slightly
shape.
better shape than the week before.
Yeah, I felt he improved on his shape, definitely. Should probably guarantee his contract extension, I would have thought.
Absolutely.
How many
when's his
disposals did he
contract-
have?
14, I believe. When's his contract up?
I don't know.
Just one thing to add, and I thought was really interesting, is obviously Rob dominated in the hit-outs this week. I don't know, it was like 49 hit-outs to something in the teens.
He had 50. Yeah,
Oh,
he had over
58.
50, yeah.
58. So just a funny point. My 7-year-old daughter is obviously she's in year 2, and I walk into school today and there's a kid in her class who walked up to one of the grandmas and said, I've got this collector card of Adelaide ruckman Riley O'Brien. You know he had 59 hit-outs in the 59 taps in the Crows game. If he has one more, he'll break a record. I don't know what this record is. And the lady was like, I'm just going to stop you there. I don't actually know much about AFL. What is a tap? Oh, well, a tap is when the umpire throws the ball up and two ruck.
Yeah, wow.
And I was like, this is amazing. 7 years old. He was just, he was all over it. He was very interested in Rob. So, Rob's got his fans out there. And it was a pretty decent game by him.
To be fair, I'm obviously the most critical of Rob on this podcast, but his game yesterday, I don't know whether it was just English being useless, but there was numerous times where taps of his were almost perfect.
Yeah.
And whether that was a bit of Rankin maybe being back in the midfield and it just operating a bit nicer, but
I think English is known for being quite poor at winning hit-outs,
Yeah.
but he still had to do something with those hit-outs, which he hasn't always done in the past.
no.
And I'm by no means a Rob enthusiast, but nice for him to dominate for a change. All right, shall we get into some votes? Lauren, do you want to jump back in the royalty of fame?
Lauren, you can go here. I need to get out of here.
Oh,
I'll
Sam's-
leave you guys to it. I've got two toddlers in the car in the
Oh.
car park.
I think
They're safe. The windows are up tight, so they're safe.
So
there's
they
a
won't
bit of
get out.
time for a few more pokies on the way out, surely.
But I will leave you with this. The challenge is definitely on. We need to communicate.
All right.
My hamstrings are stretched.
Mine are not.
And-
And just to confirm,
Ben, though, Fiend.
I'm the random footballer from Strathalbyn,
That's okay. That's okay.
even though I've never played a game for Strathalbyn.
10 metres for every 10 years of age difference, right?
Yeah, it's probably not as much as you'd think.
Thanks for joining us, Fiend.
Love your work,
Take
guys.
care,
Yeah,
mate.
thanks,
Have
Phoenix.
fun.
Thanks for the muffins too.
Yes. We'll take a muffin. Where did the muffins go? Oh, they're over there.
Hands.
Do I get a muffin break?
I'm taking my bloody tech.
All right, let's
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
votes. Ben, since you're probably the most prepared out of the lot,
Oh,
how
look,
many
that
votes?
motherboard's got PS2 slots on it.
Thanks,
That's so good.
Fiend, I need a photo. I need a photo for the slide.
I love it.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thanks, Phoenix.
Thanks, mate.
Bye, Phoenix. Podcast royalty leaving the building there. Oh my gosh.
That was good.
So, getting back to
Hilarious.
Caleb's second name.
I thought you were still on the quiz. Vote.
No,
Ben.
votes. All right. So, I did have to give it to Fog. I think 5 goals in game 100 for episode 100 is pretty impressive. Only 9 disposals, but from that 9 disposal, we had 9 score involvements. That's 100% efficiency in a game 100 for episode 100.
It was made for us.
So just to drive home that point a little bit more. Anyway, vote.
Where is he?
Vote 2, Dawson. Just thought another important game in the middle, drifting back and kicking a goal. And for 1 vote, I gave it to Keys. 3 goals, 8 marks, 4 tackles, and 10 score involvements. So pretty solid.
Very solid.
You did that very slowly, but I somehow missed who you gave 2 to. Who was that?
Dorso.
All right.
Very good. Thank you, Ben. Lauren?
I gave 3 to Fog. Whatever Ben said. I gave 2 to Lachlan Scholl. I feel like he deserves multiple votes. His body, that's a body of work, 2 votes. He's been
This
amazing.
whole season's been a body of work, really.
Absolutely amazing. And I'm giving 1 to Dawson.
Very
'Cause
good.
Just very skip-like game. And what a whopper goal that was.
Yeah.
It was a whopper. It was very well named.
Boise.
Yeah. I
Hungry
noticed
Jack's-
Phoenix brought the old Uber tech, but you didn't bring the whoppers, Boise. So
Thanks. Bring us a bit of a Biscoff storm next time. Thanks, mate.
3rd rising star. Yeah, I'm with you there, Nuzz.
All right. And Samuel?
I had the same as Ben. Fog, Dawson, and Keys. It was tough. I think, obviously I'm fairly critical of Scholl. He had another really good game. Bulldogs were no good though,
Not
so
good
it still
enough.
doesn't count, Ben.
Oh, come off it.
Not good enough to get in
Yeah,
your
no,
vote.
their form's been woeful.
Well, I went the same as Lauren, but switched around Dawson and Scholl. So Fog for 3, 2 for Dawson, and 1 for Cholet.
Cholet.
Cholet. We're just going to find the button for the next bit.
Oh, yeah, good to see you're organised
Cholet. Where is it?
The Cholet
There it
button?
is.
Or?
Hi, I'm Tyson Edwards.
You're such a quiet achiever.
I figure this is a night for fuck ups now. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, pretty well.
Who'd you have, Ben?
We're loose.
No.
No.
Well, for again episode 100, a little bit of a special one for Sam. I did give it to Rob. So
He wasn't quiet.
I didn't really notice what he did. I mean, 58
It's the fourth
hit outs. Who
vote,
noticed
Sam.
hit outs? So what I'm saying is 58
fourth
hit
vote,
outs,
exactly.
but 34% to advantage. What percentage do you reckon English was to advantage?
Yeah, bugger all, but we've worked that out.
18%,
Yeah,
so-
34 is good. Yeah.
So 8 score involvements, 4 marks, 3 tackles, all the sort of things, all the bits and pieces that he hasn't been doing this week. So
The problem is that we do know that he will not do it again next week. That's the problem.
He might.
Against who? Who's the ruck in
Well,
Jordan
at Port?
Sweet.
well, the problem
And
is
Charlie
that,
Dixon.
that won't be a problem next week because I'll choose someone else.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
No
Lauren,
worries,
who'd you have?
Ben Keys.
So did I.
Wasn't exactly quiet, but 4th vote.
I also had Ben Keys. And Sam.
I thought everyone was going to give it to Hugh Bond. I gave it to Hugh Bond.
Oh no, that's a good call.
That is a
Yeah.
good call.
Yeah, he was good and quiet, so I'm pretty sure he actually qualifies.
Very good. Well, I mean,
Keep
it's
saying
nice.
ours, don't
Wait. It's nice of you to bring that criteria in now on the 100th episode. When way back in season 1, Ben gave it to Ebony Marinoff.
Yeah.
So
She only had 42 or something, didn't she, Ben?
just like to bring that back.
It was the quiet things she did that got her that part. She got 3 votes for the non-quiet stuff. So
What I'm saying is the criteria has always been loose. Let's face it.
fair enough. No, well, the criteria can be whatever the hell we want it to be. So.
We make the
This
rules.
is our podcast, all right?
All right. So have we got Pete's Pizzas ready to go? Someone?
Do you want to do that now?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Pete's got a pizza menu.
I'm so scared to do any changes to anything.
This is going to fuck everything up, probably.
Yeah.
We're going
You
to
forgot
do
the achiever part on Nuzz.
Pete's Pizzas.
I mean, when he went for that set shot, I was like, he's going to kick this and he's going to get another game. And now I'm like, what excuse do you have to keep him in, really?
And sorry, none of you guys are going to be able to hear this.
You're not going to be able to hear Pete's Pizzas live in the studio.
Yeah, put your headphones on, please, man. You can listen live over there.
Hi everyone, welcome to Pete's Pizzas. Thanks again to the Huey Crow crew for giving us all a platform to sustain our sanity throughout this season. And a big congratulations for your 100th episode. So to celebrate this occasion, I'm ignoring the meaningless victory against the Dogs on Sunday night. Yeah, sure, it was great to see Curtin finally play a full game and kick 2 goals. And yes, it was somewhat gratifying to see Laird finally relent and go back to playing in defence. And it was absolutely awesome to see Fogarty kick 5 goals in his 100th game. The real question is, where has this been all year? And will we turn up and beat Port in the Showdown next week?
Please,
And
God.
are we serious about draft picks or finishing the season off strongly? So I'm putting my pizzas on hold this week.
Ooh.
And in the meantime, because unlike our footy team, the Here We Crow crew has been putting in the hard yards week after week. I'm going to
this
give
week
you, the Here We Crow crew,
Ooh.
a party-sized supreme pizza to chew on because you deserve it.
Mamma
I'm
mia.
talking about Dan's vocal talents, Ben's dry wit, and his gardening tips, Lauren's positive glass half full energy, and Sam's countering glass half empty reality. It's a perfect combination that can only be topped with a side of sweet potato fries. There for you, Sam. And to everyone else that engages with the team every week, well done for making it this far. And I know we are all looking forward to the brand new format of Here We Sensibly Crow.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
cheers and well done on 100 episodes. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you
Pete.
so much, Pete.
Pete, there's another guy called Pete here tonight, and I thought it was you. But that's
We got
okay.
Pistol Pointer in the house.
Pistol Point.
Thank you so much, Pete. Love that.
That was
Love a
lovely.
Supreme. Can we have
Yes.
anchovies on it?
Yeah,
I
well,
think Supreme is Pete's favourite pizza because anything that's good, he gives them
Gives it-
Supreme.
gives-
I
you a
mean, that's
lot.
what
Yeah.
Supreme means, really, isn't it?
Well,
Good.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, maybe that's why.
And yes, we also cannot wait for our new format of Sensibly Crowing.
All right, it's time for us to get into
How's it-
Sam's segment, I think.
My segment?
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to know what's in this,
Maybe we'll turn Nuzz into a less sensible crow somehow.
Maybe. Yeah.
We'll
It's
just
un-
we'll
it's-
drill down into
I'm
him,
sure
like-
it's under the surface there.
When's he calling in? Are we calling him after this?
We're going to call Roman as well.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Roman.
we'll give him a buzz soon.
All right, I'm going to get through my segment really quickly.
Yeah, let's go.
Good. Pick a Pie Bakery. I gave it a hammering
Okay.
on the weekend.
Is that why you're sick now?
Yeah, could maybe. No, it is good. Ben will back me up here. You've been there a few times, haven't you?
Not as much as you'd think, but yeah, it is quite the selection, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it was really busy in there too.
They have quite a good
What's the-
value option as well, I think.
What's the highlight?
Well, I actually had this thing that had a hot dog in it and mustard and onion. It was really good.
Had a hot dog
Like
in
a
it.
Kransky
Yeah,
or
no, but it wasn't a Kransky. Kransky was a separate option. Oh, signal loss.
by?
That's summing things up. Yeah, they turned it off. Just turned
Oh,
us
this is shit.
Oh boy.
But yeah, well, and as
Thanks, Boise.
as I said the other day, they did win the best kitchen a bun
Yes.
awards. So,
Yeah. No, it's a good bakery. So if you're in Meadows,
Oh, I'm hungry now.
highly recommend.
What do you got now?
I've got something for the middle. Not good or bad, or maybe both. I'm putting ray gun here.
Oh yeah,
So
controversial topic.
it is a controversial topic
Yeah.
because I think it's kind of good because it's so funny, and it's so funny that Australia had the meme in the shittest comp at the Olympics. But obviously it's bad because of all of the politics that seem to go on behind the scenes. I'm assuming you've read about it, Lauren.
I'm like deep diving into this.
Yeah.
I'm deep diving into the ray gun.
It's pretty gross, really, how it all sort of came about.
Well, I don't know if it's gross. Like, I don't want to determine it as that yet because I don't know enough about it. Do you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for a next thesis.
Yeah.
Like,
fair.
I feel like there's going to be another thesis about their reaction to this.
Yeah.
You know?
I have no problem with her specifically. I think it's just all of the politics that went on that meant breakdancing was in the Olympics in the first place, and then how that all went down. It just seems very weird because it was meant to be ballroom dancing, and then that didn't happen. So they were like, all right, well, let's go with breakdancing.
Is ballroom
Is
ballroom in the next one? Because breaking's not in the next one.
well, let's hope not.
No, I don't know. I think there's a lot of different elements to this one, and it's it is a bit of a deep dive. I've read a lot of commentary on Facebook, and it's actually been quite interesting. Like, I'm actually quite interested to hear everyone's perspectives on it.
Yeah,
it's not one of those where I'm like, I'm in this camp or this camp. I'm really floating on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. Anyway,
Very good culture study, I feel.
Footwear sacrificed at half price and equipment slashed at half price.
1984.
Rowan Jarman's huge
Napoleon
half price sale.
Vegemite.
Don't miss it.
I do like Napoleon Vegemite. That's a good one. Sorry, go on.
what's this about?
Napoleon Vegemite ray gun.
Oh, yeah.
Monkey Magic gave us that one. All right, give us your bads.
The holding the ball against Fogg.
Oh.
I don't think we mentioned it in the main part, but that was just crazy. He clearly handballed it to the ground. I saw some people defending it, saying that he had the ball too long, but whilst being tackled, but he was hardly being tackled.
He had his pants pulled down.
Yeah. So I don't really know.
I mean, the only thing he could have done better is make the handball more obvious.
Yeah.
That's probably it. But
Yeah.
I feel like it was pretty. I mean, we all saw it.
Yeah.
We were not anywhere near it.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
But the worst thing, I got subjected to bouldering. And this might piss some people off, but have you seen bouldering?
Yes, Marty's. Vardy, sorry, not Marty. Vardy is saying remove the pizza. You've got pizza on the screen.
I do. Sorry.
Another technical difficulty.
They can still see us technically.
So the bouldering, did you watch the speed climbing?
The speed climbing's great.
Prefer that?
That's great. Yeah, I really liked that.
I didn't mind the bouldering actually.
So the bouldering that I watched, I don't know whether these two people were ray gun levels of like adeptness at bouldering.
Is this the slow one where they had to sort of contort themselves to try and get to certain levels?
And there was two people doing it, and it was just 5 minutes of them not getting off the first rung. It's just
what?
Like, what is this sport?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was terrible. Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
I think the speed version is the one to go with.
The speed one's fun. Yeah, so I'll give it to that.
It's impressive how fast they go straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't even use. Sometimes they just planting their foot just against the wall as well.
Yeah.
They don't always get it on the little things, which is
I don't know if you saw the final. I think it was the semi-final, and they had two Polish women battling against each other, and they were like, it was like identical twins going up at the exact same time. Like, it was like weird double Spider-Man. It was odd. It was crazy. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the skateboarding too, the park skate. Oh my gosh, I was like, yeah, dude, yeah, bro, oh, that's sick. Like, the proper skater boy came out in me when I was watching that.
The park stuff was way better than the trick stuff. The trick stuff in that was terrible.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. That's it. Yeah.
Nice.
Other than the fact that I got sick before our 100th episode.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
that's definitely bad.
And the technical difficulties somehow didn't make you bad.
Yeah, well, they should have been in here. Yeah, that was terrible. Anyway, I'm done. What's next?
I think we're going to ring Roman and talk about the Showdown because it's a big week. It's 100th episode, but it's also Showdown week, and it's going to be huge. It's our last chance of happiness for this year to knock off Port and ruin their finals a little bit, maybe, hopefully. And who better to ring us into that? Not just Roman, but also this.
I'm Mark Ricciuto, and here we crow.
Yes, Mark Ricciuto, he who punched on with Josh Carr, the second coming of Jesus for Port fans, at the Ramsgate some years ago. But before we do that, I'm going to just give Sam Roman's phone number.
Put it in the mic.
Hang on. Shall I say Roman's phone number in the microphone? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's too important in the sample circles.
Well, while we're doing this, can I ask the live audience of 6 people, does anyone have a live dog act they want to do for the competition? Because there is prizes to be won. No, there's a lot of shaking their heads.
It's all right. We're
No,
calling
you can't
Roman.
be racist, Ross. Oh, sorry. I got my headphones on. I can't hear you properly.
Roman's not going to answer now.
Oh, Kate's on.
Hey.
Oh, you've called Roman.
Roman, I said 8:30.
Roman,
You
you're
couldn't.
here.
Your name and a message, and I'll return your calls.
Boy,
He didn't
you
answer.
should let us leave a message. Kate, welcome to
you.
episode 100.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for
joining
coming.
us.
Pleasure. Congratulations.
Thank you
It's a big
so much.
achievement.
And thanks for being with us for so long. You're a very special guest of ours because you're a little co-host at times. And thanks for coming along to the event with me yesterday. We did get to go to the chairman's event.
Yes, we did.
Do you want to spill the beans on what that involves?
Oh, my God. It was so amazing.
Oh, fucking Roman.
He's Roman.
Roman's just come in live. You're live, Roman. You're live on YouTube. He's not there. Where is he? Hang on. Sam, come and fix the phone. I don't know. There's no audio.
Oh, for God's sake.
Wait a minute, Roman.
Careful, do not kill the internet.
Can we hear you, Roman? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. What kind of stupid operation is this?
Yeah, look,
It's a fucking
mate.
shit one.
Everything's gone wrong tonight that possibly could go wrong.
You should have come in live, Roman.
all
Well,
right.
you know, I aimed to place.
Just Roman. For those who haven't listened to us before, Roman's our foreign correspondent from Port Adelaide.
He loves Ken Hinckley. Loves him.
Yes, tell us
Yes,
about
we
Ken.
can. Yes, we can.
Give us a Kenny update if you can, Roman, just to kick us off.
Oh, you know, it's all about Kenny right now.
Yeah, Kenny's back.
It's all about Kenny. Kenny's back. No. Kenny can burn in hell, but I'll still wear that damn t-shirt while they're winning.
Yes. For those who don't know what Roman's talking about, he did get given a Yes We Can t-shirt recently and was wearing it at the 112-point victory over the Sydney Swans the other week, much to his disgust. But I don't think you could believe what was happening at the time, could you?
No, I couldn't, mate. I was just totally dumbfounded like the rest of Australia.
Yeah.
And just thought what the hell was happening.
And so Port have hit some rare form, even though they sort of meandered along for most of the year. And now they're sort of beating a few big teams, which they've been written off for doing in the past. I know Melbourne aren't great at the moment, but to beat them over in Melbourne is a pretty good effort.
Oh, come on, Dan. Stop giving
you
him
know,
that much
Dan,
credit.
You were
What a
with me.
shit.
We watched the game. The game was toilet, but we got the point. But
It was pretty bad.
But, you know, in true Port Adelaide style, you know, I'm worried now about this week. 2 weeks ago, I was chalking this down as a win.
Yeah.
Now that we've come good and beaten some good teams up, I'm just seeing a typical Port Adelaide dropping this game.
Well, there's a couple of things, and
Such a
again,
confident supporter.
sorry, Lauren, not to talk Port up, but there's a couple of things playing into Port's hands this week. One is that there's a bit of media sort of saying that we're talking our chances up and bad mouthing Port.
I must admit, Daniel, the best thing to happen yesterday, well, two best things to happen yesterday were the Crows helping us out by knocking off the Dogs,
Yeah.
and then Darcy Fogarty talking shit about us after the game. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, you beauty.
Because usually the team that talks shit is the one that gets pantsed in the game. And,
Exactly right.
And
Exactly right.
Look, what Fogg said, and I don't know, when did he actually say this? Because I haven't actually seen the clip. Was it right after the game?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, well, come on, give him a break. He's just played his 100th game. He doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
Yeah.
No, but
And
that's
also,
enough. They're
Port
like-
have talked enough smack about the Crows to last a decade.
Yeah, but
Let's
they're not
be
doing
real.
it anymore because they got told off by
they
Daddy
kept
Chad.
losing.
Chad told them off and said, don't do it next time. And they haven't done it since. So let's see what
And if
happens.
there's a man who knows how to win a showdown, it's Chad.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
So what do you reckon will happen this week, Roman? What's your vibe?
Look, I think I'm going to go back to my gut feel of a few weeks ago. I think I've predicted the last three correctly, haven't I, guys? Or
Well, you've said Port are going to
or so.
You've said Port are going to lose every time. I feel like it's reverse psychology, but it hasn't worked for
No,
us.
I've actually got. The last time I tipped Port was the Robbie Gray farewell game, which we got up, and
Yeah.
I haven't tipped them since, and I think I've been right.
Yeah.
But I actually think, given we've dropped three in a row showdown-wise, I just think we're due this time. And I don't even know if there's any science behind it. That being said, though, given that we are playing ourselves into some better form than I thought we were in, it's changed it a little bit for me, but I still think Port get it done on the weekend. I'm just hoping that Tex doesn't decide to pull any fancy tricks and retire midweek, because that will really tip me the other way.
Yeah, no, he won't do that.
Well, no.
Did you say Tex? He's not even playing. No, he's out.
Is he out, is he?
Yeah,
okay.
That poke in the eye he got yesterday, so he's off. He's out of the game.
I knew he was out and he got a poke in the eye. I just didn't know what that meant. But if he's not playing,
that was the other thing I was going to say to you, is that because we'll go in unchanged, in theory, we usually lose when we go in unchanged, but Tex is out now, so that might throw that out the window a bit.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a change as well, but I'm assuming we'll get Miss Shortyardi's back, so hopefully he kicks back.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Now, typical form to tonight's podcast, we've lost connection to the internet, apparently. So we don't even know if anyone can hear us right now. But we'll wrap it up, Roman. Thank you very much for joining us briefly. We're going to go sort out our shit, and we'll talk to you again
got
soon.
no idea. I was getting all ready to play bloody, stay or go with you guys. And
yeah, mate.
Shit, you just don't want to do it.
No, we do, but we're having like the worst technical difficulties we've ever had in 100 episodes.
Wait, they can hear us again.
It fixed itself.
No, they can hear us that the video is not working. That's all.
Okay, got you, Roman. Well, they can still hear us. So you want to play stay or go? Tell us what you're talking about.
This is we were discussing this at the game the other week, where I was looking at the Crows list, and we had a bit of we threw a couple of names out, and we did keep or move on.
Yep.
Yeah. And I will go through it again quickly for those playing at home. So Tex, keep or move on.
Oh, he's going to stay one more year. One more year.
So I'll move on.
All right.
Yeah, we move on in 2026.
Matt Crouch.
Keep.
We'll keep him.
Move on.
Easy for you to
Here's
leave.
the big one for you, though.
Yeah.
Rory Laird.
Leave.
Well, is this what we want,
Trade
or
for pick.
what will happen?
If we're
we will keep him.
If we're going Rory led in the midfield,
Trade.
Get rid of him. If we're
Trade for picks.
Rory led in the back line, I'm happy to keep him there for depth.
Actually, you know what? I'll accept that one.
Yep.
What
Now
about?
I'll throw the curveballs out for you on the keep or the pursue or not to pursue. Caleb Daniel.
Nah. Don't need him.
No.
It's like Rory led number 2.
I'm a no as well because he's a bit too old.
Yeah.
Jack Lukosius.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him
but,
for cheap.
but I think Port might snatch him from us.
I think
No, I
Lukosius,
don't think we're any chance to
I think
get him.
Lukosius for the right price, not any price.
Yeah.
Yes.
No first round picks. Pick 27 and we'll pay part of his salary. Take that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And given, it's a Port, it's a Crows show and I'm a Port fan, I've got to at least get one Port mention in.
Yep.
And Daniel's already heard this one on me. If Dan Houston wants to go to Melbourne, they can give us Cozzy Pickett, the first round pick.
That would
Hey,
be
he
a
might
very
take
nice
it.
deal.
Yes, it would.
That's actually kind of realistic, I reckon, to be honest.
No, not the 2.
Not the pick, but maybe
swap.
Cozzy.
Straight swap.
No, I want Cozzy Pickett and the pick. We hold all the cards. Melbourne have got nothing. He's contracted for 4 years. If they want him, they'll have to pay up.
Well, apparently Christian Petrarca wants out too, so they're fucked.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you can have Shane McAdam.
Here's another one for pursue or not to pursue.
Yeah.
Clary at the Crows.
Nah,
We'll take him for the right price.
we'll take Petrarca.
Yeah. No, I reckon we could do it. Clary could have a new era at the Crows. I'm actually with that. I'd take him for the right price.
Clary can go up to
Fair
the
enough.
Gold Coast like that.
He's not going to go well up there. That's the that
He's
is
gonna have a
the last
great
place he should
time
go.
up the coast.
That's my point. That's exactly my point.
Yeah,
He'll be like the
exactly.
new what's his name? That one that played for Gold Coast and then went over to Freo. Can't remember his name now.
Oh, Harley.
Benell?
Benell. Yeah, Benell.
Benell.
Yeah.
The
Never
new
heard of
Benell.
He would.
Oh, guys, I'll leave you to your technical difficulties, and
Thanks,
I'll end
mate.
it by saying I think it's Port by 5 goals.
Oh,
5 goals?
5
Piss
goals.
off.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Nah. All right,
Just
thanks,
remember,
Roman.
I've got the last 4 right with just about the margin right, so
We'll see.
I'm not far off and wrong on these.
It is.
No.
It is,
Alright.
it is
Yeah,
also
right.
second playing 15th.
Yeah, true.
That's true. That's true. But
I don't believe we're that. I don't believe we're second. The ladder can tell you we're second, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're definitely 15th.
I'm glad you're a realistic Port supporter, Roman.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I like about you.
Oh, the lid is firmly on. I'm not getting up at her about.
You're struggling for other attributes there, Lauren? Or?
Even though I may have done a ladder predictor today that said if we lose both games, we still finish second. If we win, we're seventh. And if we win both games, we finish second. But, who's thinking about these things, right?
That's right.
Desperate people. Desperate
and one
people.
win out of the next two gives us third. So, I'm not getting ahead of myself at all.
I wouldn't.
Thanks for joining us, Roman. And as you know, the last good thing that can happen for Crows fans this year is Port losing this week and
Absolutely.
getting bundled out of the finals. So.
That's all we've got.
Yeah, good on you, Darcy Fogarty.
Thanks,
Good on
mate.
you.
All right, catch you
Thanks,
later.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Roman.
Bye.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Roman.
Bless him.
Ah, yes. Well, I don't even know where we're going from here. Forgot. So good hosting by me.
Yeah.
Are we back online? Have we got anything coming through on the video?
Yeah.
I think we're going to open up the phone lines, get Nuzz on where we can.
I'm still waiting for the live dog acts.
We got Dog Act.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what better place to go than to Dog Act because what's this one? If you lie on the that's me. That's me singing it from another episode. Oh, this is going well. Thanks. What are you doing? Dog Act. You know what's a Dog Act? The fucking technical difficulty.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh shit. What are you doing? Why are you here? All right, I did have a legit dog act, and the dog act for tonight I have to find back in my notes because I've completely lost my way. So
Everyone's lost the plot tonight.
oh, that's right. So last week, and I guess we're going to play this at some point, but we got to finally interview a player after a long time. There was a bit of a lull in the middle of the season due to the fact that the team was doing so poorly. We didn't think they'd want to talk to us. But turns out now they do. So we finally get a player on, and who do we get? We get Billy Dowling on Thursday morning ahead of team selections. And as you guys know, if you're keen listeners of Here We Crow,
Curse.
there has been some correlation between us interviewing players and then them getting dropped.
Certainly not unprecedented, is it?
It's certainly not unprecedented. I believe from memory, Harry Schonberg was a victim. Josh Worrell was a victim.
I think you pointed
Tom
out how
Duday.
Worrell couldn't play in the
Chris,
humidity.
It's not the Lauren curse. It's not just me. I do have plenty of
Tom
players' numbers
Duday.
in my phone though.
So
I can
maybe,
call it right now.
yes.
So what you're saying is you need to get Lockie Murphy on the pod.
I think a few people have asked to get Murph Dog on. I think the Crows aren't giving him to us for a reason, though.
Yeah, they can't. They can't give him to us because they want him to play. But yeah, I don't know if the dog act is against us.
Oh, great, Nuzz. That means once you join us, it's going to be double the curse.
I don't know.
Nuzz reckons he's had trouble too.
I don't know if the dog act is against us or the team, but either way. When we finally get a player on, we hope that they're a sayer, but then they go and get dropped. Dog act. It's because I fucked up my syllables.
But they don't have the music.
Without the music.
Oh yeah, no music. It must be even worse. Do you have a live one, Kate?
No, I don't. No, I do not.
Come on. I can't believe no one has a live dog act. They offered you guys a prize pack and you haven't brought anything.
Do I
It's
get the prize?
ridiculous.
Oh wait, have you already done it?
Are you going to
No,
freestyle?
have you got one?
Huh?
If you got one, Ross, you got to come up.
No, I was gonna film you singing it again.
You can't hear the music though.
Everyone could get an idea of what we're getting.
You got a freestyle one here.
I think the only real thing is like Bombers fans being racist to
Mac Andrew.
Yeah, that's pretty poor.
Yeah, I think we've covered that before. I think.
Yeah.
The racism one, surely.
They suck. At football too.
Yeah, we could get Dino on to talk about that.
Yeah.
And before we
Right,
move
what's
on,
next?
from Dog Act, I just want to just do a freestyle one about the technical difficulties.
Okay. Well, here we go.
when it's your 100th episode and you definitely don't know that Sam is going to stuff everything up, dog hacks. Now, sorry, Sam, I just chucked you in there and threw you under the bus.
He just looked in your direction.
Because I couldn't think of what else to say at the spur of the moment.
That's some pretty quick backpedaling from you there, Dan.
Yeah. No, but I will say thank you very much to Sam for running the show the whole time.
Yes.
Because I definitely don't know what I'm doing.
Streaming man extraordinaire.
As evidenced by me pressing the wrong buttons and stuff. Yes.
I think it's fair to say, beyond my obvious work on gardening tips and whatnot, Sam's probably the next one in terms of input to this podcast. So
there's absolutely no input from Dan and I at all. We just rock up late and go for it.
Correct.
All right, well, we're waiting for Nuzz to call, but while we do that, Kate.
Yes.
Can you tell me your thoughts on the game yesterday?
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting to enjoy it because it was a win. I was expecting to enjoy it because we went to the
to the fancy event.
So that was like, it was like the result was a bonus. But yeah, no, I really was amazed that we seemed to just keep at their level. And when they challenged a bit, we challenged a bit more. You know, we never really seemed like we were going to drop the ball. So that impressed me.
Oh.
Interrupted again, Kate.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Who's
Hello?
this?
Who's that?
It's Mavis here.
Oh, Mavis. Mavis is back.
Mavis. How have you been? Where have you been, love?
have you made it inside, Mavis?
Hello?
Mavis?
I'm here.
Have you?
Rory Crouch showed everyone that he could still play football.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He did.
Rory Crouch is one of a kind.
Yeah.
He's the fourth Rory we've had.
He's fantastic, and the player who got Tex's eye, he should get 9 weeks for that. That was disgraceful.
Yeah, disgusting.
And a flogging.
And a flogging.
When are we gonna? When is Brodie Smith gonna come back into the team? We're missing his drive and footballing.
Well, you could argue with Tex out. That's the perfect inclusion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We
like
could
for
easily
like.
swap Smith with Tex. Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah, like for
Look,
like.
I've got another call coming through. I think it's my husband. He's been stuck at the bowl club. I'll be back in a minute.
Bye, Mavis.
Mavis, it's so good to hear from you.
Yeah, Mavis. We need you to do a dog act next time.
Hello?
Hello? Is it
Hello.
Hello? Oh, my God. Is that a sensible crow?
It is. Hello. How are we?
Nuzz.
Hey, Nuzz.
Thanks for coming on.
Nuzz, save us
My
from this
pleasure. Hey,
shit show.
welcome. Thank you for having me on this show, and congratulations on 100 episodes. Well done.
Thank you, Nuzz. Clearly, it's been an absolute shit show so far. So
Yeah,
I
fucking
appreciate
hell.
you calling in to save the day.
I think it's safe
Very
to
Crows-like,
say staying home was the right decision tonight.
Yeah.
If you've got any points, you better make them now because it's going to drop out real quick.
Well, look, that's a fair call. So, look, I think people love to hear my opinions. Very over-opinionated man I am about this management stuff and a bit of recruiting. So, look, the Lukosius rumours. We heard Fiend last night on Crowcast talk at length. Obviously, he's got inside intel with the Lukosius situation. But it's interesting, isn't it, that people think that we can't talk to players that are in contract during the season, but there's actually no rules against it. So, and it happens all the time. Mitchell went over to Perth to talk to Barras, and that seems like that's a deal that's going to eventuate as well. So there's really nothing, it's completely above board. Whether we've actually got into his ear and sold him a vision, that's the other thing, isn't it? Because word has always been that he wants to go back to Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
But it's games like the Bulldogs game that might pique his interest and think, maybe we aren't that shit.
Yeah, well, that's true.
That's very true.
But what would you feel comfortable paying for Lukosius? That's the question. And this is where it's hard because you've seen examples of Jack Bowes and Isaac Rankin. So Isaac, both on similar coins. Isaac Rankin, we paid pick 5 or 6 for that. And Jack Bowes, they gave pick 7. So... surely it has to be somewhere in between. We can't be giving away pick 4 for this. That would be madness.
Absolutely.
Nuzz,
Agree.
do you reckon there's
Straight swap for Murphy, Josh
wait,
says.
Nuzz, do you reckon there's any chance of there being like a you know how they do the salary dump type thing where they give us Lukosius and whatever their first pick is, and we give them pick 4?
I honestly don't think we get that good at negotiations, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, look, there's no doubt in my mind that Geelong are a protected species, and something got dealt with years ago, and it was maybe a payback with Gary Ablett. I don't know. There's all these behind-the-scenes things we know that happen constantly, but it definitely won't be as much as Rankin, and maybe a second rounder, or at worst, a future first, but in the hope that we actually play well next year. So that'd be the most I'll be comfortable with. And it depends. We can afford the salary. There's no doubt about that. So,
Why
the other
is
question
it? Oh, sorry, no. I was just going to ask, why do you think is it that he's kind of dropped off of the Suns' radar there? Is it just the positioning, or?
No, a little bit. Mac Andrew has actually gone from defender into forward and kind of kicked him out. But with Hardwick coming in as a coach, he demands obviously certain levels of defensive accountability. And one thing that is a massive improvement for Lukosius' game is defensive accountability. He just doesn't have that kind of tenacity. We can sometimes think, Fogg and Tex, they don't run after their opponents so much. But Lukosius really is on another level. One thing that I'd like to see is that him in a pressured environment where people aren't going to put up with that.
Yeah.
And if he did that in one game for us, you can guarantee that it would be on all the radio shows, all the media, and he just couldn't escape it.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a make or break situation for Lukosius. He can kind of have his laconic lifestyle and continue out and peter out and probably end up being delisted in 2 years, or he could actually try and make something of himself and go to a club that is on the up. So it's a no-brainer for me. It's whether he wants to join Port or Crows, but he's going to have lots of suitors in Melbourne as well.
The thing I've thought of a bit, Nuzz, is with the Dan Houston chatter from Port is that they'll get something good in return for him and then potentially use that to pip us for Lukosius. That's what my thoughts are, especially if he's a Port fan, as I've heard, or whatever it is, and he wants to go to Port. They may have the currency after all that they don't currently have.
Well, the good thing is, in one sense, and it can also be bad as well, but we saw with the Jordan Dawson thing, it doesn't matter how much capital that you have, it's where the player wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
So if we sell him the vision, hey, Jack, come to us, and he chooses us, it doesn't matter what Port has done. It doesn't matter how much currency anyone else has, because the players have the power nowadays. The only issue is that he's still in contract. That's the main issue. So that's where, when Jack chooses someone, or even if he does, is that the other party needs to come to some sort of agreement. It's not like it's a situation where we can wait for the pre-season draft. So it's going to be a very strange and sticky, messy off-season, this one with Jack, and I don't think we're going to get an answer for quite some time, well into trade period, and finding out exactly what's going to happen with him, because I reckon there's still going to be questions asked by all the clubs, and we won't even know, and he won't know until halfway through October.
Do you think Rankin being with us would be swaying him at all, or not really play into the appeal of coming to the Crows?
It's hard to know. They've all got personal relationships, and he'd be on somewhat speaking terms with Isaac, and he'd probably have an idea of what's going on at the place as well.
Was he fairly vocal in his disappointment when Rankin left?
I can't remember, was he?
I thought there was a little bit of publicity about how there was that feeling of being let down with Rankin leaving from some of the players.
I think there was, but not specifically
Luco,
I don't think.
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, from other players, I think. But look, he's friends with Connor Rosie. But, friends are friends with all. They're all friends in the AFL world. That's why they don't, go hammer and tong like they did in the 80s. But it's just going to be a wait and see. But there's some other names, of course, that I just want to quickly mention. Lots of talk about Mark Keane leaving. So don't forget that he's still got a contract to run. So even if he did nominate another club and said, I want to go, he's stuck with us for a year, and we've got to weigh up and think, do we want to keep him thinking that we're going to be a real shot next year and he's in our best 22 definitely?
Yeah.
Or do we make hay while the sun's shining and actually trade him while he has good currency? Because it's not just Collingwood I'm hearing that are into him. It's other clubs all around Melbourne.
Yeah.
So it could be
I would not be surprised if he goes, mate. Like, I'm not sure if you saw the roaming with BT after the Essendon game, but, you know, he's got a lot of friends over there. So it would not surprise me for him to go over there just to be a bit more comfortable within his own space, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's amazing with Hugh Bonds coming up. It releases Max Michaelini to play a bit of a taller role.
Yeah.
I know we've been using him as a bit of a run-with type player, and that's great for his development. But end of the day, he's a Jack Grimes clone. So why wouldn't you play him in that kind of third tall role? And he'd be slotted in perfectly to where Keane is playing currently. So in terms, and it's one of the easier positions to kind of fill as well on a list. You know, you can pick these players up in the draft in pick 40, pick 30. So whilst Keane is in contract, I would definitely look at selling him. Like Port Adelaide do with their players, and you mentioned Houston earlier. So that's clever list management.
Yep.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
What do you think we could realistically get for Keane, do you think?
The maximum, as in best value for us, would be like late first rounder. Like grand final winning pick kind of thing. But, you know, anything in the 20s would be what we'd be after.
Yep.
And the fact that other clubs are keen, pardon the pun, then we'd hopefully get a pick in the 20s. And that could end up meaning a bid ahead of Welsh. And we can use that pick on Dotson, the ruckman from Sturt.
Okay. Nuzz, what about Sam Berry? Where do you see that contract status heading?
Yeah, well, he's got a contract in front of him. So, you know, it's a matter of him and his manager trying to work out. The fact that it's gone on so long is never a good sign. It really isn't. So every day that goes by he hasn't signed, it's one more nail in the coffin. Doesn't mean he's going. And we don't really know. Like, no one's, I mean, unless we're speaking to the manager, I'm not privy to his manager. But the signs aren't good, it's fair to say.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, he's out of contract, and so we have less bargaining power with that. And it's unfortunate because when Crouch is coming back into the team, and albeit playing well, it does put a bit of pressure on Berry and his management thinking, am I part of his future?
Yeah. To be fair, though, like, I thought yesterday the Crouch and Berry did seem to work together quite well in the middle there. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. I thought, I think that was like a bit of a battle in everyone's minds about how those two would play together in the CBAs, but I actually thought they were both pretty good.
But we're forgetting the Laird anomaly, and albeit he's played a couple of games in defence, I can't imagine he'd be too happy with that, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the off-season.
Do you think he's got a choice with that at this point? I feel like maybe maybe he's actually had some sensible talked into him for that.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
I like to think that him and Nixie's relationship is pretty solid. I mean, considering their history, so maybe he actually took that a little bit better than we're all thinking.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? But you never know. You never know. Hey, just a few other things I want to mention. There's another player that we didn't get in the mid-season draft, Luke Beacon.
Yeah.
Now, he has not signed for Brisbane yet still.
Okay.
I'd be very surprised if we weren't still talking to his manager saying, if you don't re-sign, we can get you as a delisted free agent, and we'd effectively pick him up for free. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, right.
So there'd be, and Brisbane have tight cap space. They've also got other players in that lineup that are injured currently that are going to come back. So he's quite down the pecking order where he could actually come back home and pretty much slot straight into the best 22. So watch this space for Luke Beacon.
I'm watching this space, indeed.
All right, good. And just a few other things as well. What sort of midfielder would you want with your pick 4 for our midfield, or pick 5 or pick 6? Would you want someone like Zach Butters? Would you want someone like Dustin Martin? Or would you someone like Trent Cotchin? What sort of midfielder do you think would accompany our midfield as it stands, Curtin as part of the future as well?
I reckon the Dusty would be pretty good.
I think, we need that explosive run out of a clearance, a bit like what Rankin showed that he brought to our midfield this week. We just need more people who can get free space and do something with the ball out of a clearance.
With the addition of a good fend off.
Yeah.
Well, that only leads to one person, and that happens to be a Vic Country lad, Sam Lawler, which is spelled Layla, but pronounced Lawler.
Yep.
So I've rewatched all the under-18s games, and it's Sam Lawler. He doesn't get as much of the ball as your 30-touch Jagger Smith you would have heard, and others. But what he does with the ball and his impact and explosiveness, he does have a little bit of Harley Reid about him in that way, and his fend-off is akin to Dusty Martin and the fact that he can play forward. So, I mean, if he's 80% of Harley Reid or Dusty Martin, great.
Yeah.
And he's not going to go in the top 2 or 3 just because he's not your typical, 30-possession midfielder. He's more of like a Jake Stringer on his good day type, mid-forward hybrid type.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
So,
is that
one
who
to
you
look out
go,
for, Big Country.
Is this someone I'm going to put in my rookie list in the fantasy squad?
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's AFL body ready as well, so he'll be playing from round 1, whichever club he goes to as well.
So if he and Draper are available, you'd go him first?
I would. Yeah, I know that sounds controversial, but I wouldn't be unhappy with either. I really wouldn't be. And it sounds weird, but you say draft the local talent first, but we can always get Draper later. But if we didn't get Lawler, we'd be no chance of getting him later down the track. Not that you want to go down that pathway, but I think with Draper, we have other similar players like Berry, Saligo can kind of play a little bit like him. Draper's a bit more silky on the outside, which is another great point of difference that we need as well. So if we got either of those players, or Finn O'Sullivan, who made his VFL debut for Richmond, with 13 touches, I'd be very happy.
Well, if he's round 1 ready, then that means we'll see him round 20 next year.
Well said, Kate.
Yeah,
Don't jinx it,
100%.
Kate.
But it certainly highlights why we're not wanting to use pick 4 on a Lukosius this year.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, but again, watch the space, because if we end up beating Port, Saints have got 2 games at Marvel, but they're hard games. I think it's Geelong and Carlton. So
we could end up
they might beat Carlton. Well, exactly. So if they beat Carlton, we're pretty much guaranteed pick 4. But if they lose to both and we beat Port, well, say no more. We've got pick 5, which might blow out to pick 6 with a compensation battle.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Indeed. All right.
Well, look, that's enough for me. A couple of names to look out for next year in terms of list management-wise. Harry Lemmy for Carlton, playing very good. Ashton Moyer as well, although he's the year after, as well as Jack Deline. Unfortunately, Goad has not been having a very good season for North Melbourne, but it is a ruckman in his first year, so lots to play out there. And same with Harry Barnett. His stocks have definitely fallen. So, hey, look, maybe Rob isn't that bad after all, and we can live with him for another couple of years.
Lucky you're
Well,
saying
I wouldn't
that
go
without
that far.
After
listening.
yesterday, it's probably all good, right?
Well, Bevo
Exactly.
was talking Rob up as dominating his ruckman.
Yeah.
They wanna
Well, we
swap?
can trade into them, can't we? So,
We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Great to have you as usual, Nuzz, and we look forward to seeing you a lot more in the coming months and years, of course.
absolutely. Very, very excited.
I feel like Nuzz has talked sensible into the technical because there's been none since he's been
somehow
on.
it's all working
Nuzz.
out.
Did you sabotage us tonight? No. Thank you very
was
much,
Phoenix.
as usual, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.
Bye,
Thanks,
Nuzz.
Bye.
All right.
The most sensible of all sensibles.
I've just decided it's time.
May as well.
Boom. On the board.
Just the other thing as well, you like to throw these at me. Did we have votes for Kate this week?
Oh, I didn't.
I don't know if she
honestly
planned
didn't.
that.
I
That was
didn't
about
think I
half
would
an hour
be
ago.
on the pod tonight, to be honest. So I didn't give it any thought.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just got to double check these things because
Same as you,
I've
Ben.
been in trouble.
How's that sound?
That sounds like some very intelligent
Yeah,
decisions.
I thought so.
So we're doing social media. I've got a voicemail here. Should we just
Yep.
roll straight into it? Because
Is it appropriate?
I don't know.
Hello, beautiful people. Big Dave here. How's your beef curtain? How good was that, eh? What a fucking performance.
What a performance, indeed.
Like, wow. Where the... Was that all year? Like, what the hell? Brilliant. Fog? fantastic. Rankin, sexy. Like, who else? Fucking, what did Rob do? Like, he actually tapped it down for once. Still a player. Oh, mate, wow. Wow, wait. Completely different.
You're breathless, Nathan.
Completely different attitude to last week. But, mate, Murphy still sucks. Oh, wow. Happy hours. Happy days. Let's talk about Big Hugh Bond. How many players has he kept quiet?
I'd say it's about 5. He's had 5 games.
We need to talk more about this too, because he needs to sign for a few more years.
Yeah, we need to
because
get
he was absolutely brilliant. Anyway, fuck Murphy. I'm out.
Hey, that is a good point. I think, isn't Bond out of contract at the end of this year? Don't we need to sign him now?
Let's say
Get him
yes. Let's say yes.
I think there might be a cold shower required after that call.
Yeah.
I don't know what your cold showers are like, man. But
Wrong button.
Yeah.
All right.
What else you got?
Oh, Kate sent us a Crows in the Wild story.
Oh, I
but
sure did.
You might be able to
Do you want me to tell you live instead? Yeah, sure.
And
then
Crows in the Wild story.
Then I'm going to sub in Boise for a bit of a
Oh,
chat.
wow,
Please.
nice.
Yeah, my Crows in the Wild story. Yeah, I have a few, but this is my best one. So, cut to a young, fresh-faced Kate, 2012 it was, on my first overseas holiday, and I was in Rome. And my mate and I are on the double-decker bus. We're coming up to the Colosseum. We're turning, to loop around to like a drop-off point. So I'm looking down from the top level at all the, the throng of people walking around on their walking tours. Yeah. And I swear I see a familiar face. And I turn to my mate and I say, I swear to God, I just saw Brodie Martin down there.
Brodie Martin?
No way.
And he's like, no, you're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, probably. Okay, fair. So anyway, we go way round the other side of the Colosseum, get off the bus. We're taking photos, looking at the surrounds. We're walking up to the Colosseum. And who is walking towards me but Brodie fucking Martin? So I didn't act like a normal person. I ran straight up to him and I'm like, excuse me, are you Brodie Martin? And he's like, yes. And I start gushing about how I'm a huge Crows fan and I'm a Sturt fan. And his mate who was with him is looking a bit, worried. And my mate is thoroughly embarrassed. But we had a good little chat. And then, bless him, his mate says, oh, do you want a photo? So I have a photo of me in front of the Colosseum with Brodie Martin.
You better send that for the tiles.
I can. And the postscript to that is also that my mate used to work in a bank, and like years later, in comes Brodie Martin.
No way.
And my mate's like, you don't happen to remember being stopped in front of the Colosseum by a crazy Crow supporter? And he's like, actually, yes, I do. So I will live on in Brodie Martin's memory for that moment, which I'm proud of.
That is absolutely a story he tells at the dinner table
no
for
doubt.
new friends.
That's what I figure. I'm his story about Rome.
I love it. So good.
Yes.
Well, I've told this story before, but Matthew Bode stole my phone from me once when I worked at NextBite. It was when the new iPhone came out, and I got one on the day of. And I had it, for some reason, I had it on the counter, and he brought his iPhone in, his old iPhone, and he managed to take mine instead of his. And I didn't realise, because why would I, until he called the shop and was like, I think I've got someone else's phone. And he had to come back, and he was very awkward about it. But I thought it was hilarious. I mean, obviously, it's Matthew Bode.
Oh, that's a great story.
Thanks, Kate.
Anyone else got a in the Wild Crows story? Boise's coming on to tell his.
Welcome, Boise. Is this your
Someone can take over my mic because I need to go to the toilet
first
again.
long time listener, first time caller?
Pete, get on board, Pete.
Correct.
Come on.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have you got a Crows in the Wild story for us?
No Brodie Martin in Rome, but Trent Orman Allen through drive-through.
Oh, yes. Tell us more.
He uses the app, so I've ordered online. My number is, and it flashes up Trent Orman Allen, and I'm like, drive around.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Was this recent?
Yeah, a few times. He's come through a bit. Yep.
Nice. Well, it's a bit of the HJs.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, get it. Quite a few players, sorry. A lot of poor players with where I'm at.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that.
I think Finlayson went a week of eating nothing but Hungry Jacks.
Yeah, he would have been a bit depressed for a bit there.
Yeah.
Love that. And how about you, Pete? Any Crows in the Wild stories from you?
I do. I have two.
Tell us.
Actually, so I can't, obviously, I can't say why, but I did deal with Nathan Van Bello's file at work, assuming that there's not many Nathan Van Bellos in Adelaide, which I don't think there would be. But one of the ones I had is, it was a little while ago now when I was walking in between buildings at work, and I walked past someone and did a bit of a double take. I'm like, they look familiar. I think I know them from somewhere. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I think that was a Crows AFLW player. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was. And got back to my desk, and as I was totally doing work, and as it was really annoying, I literally went through like all the team photos from previous years to try and figure out who it was. And I eventually found out that it was actually Renee Forth that I managed to see. So, yeah.
Nice. Did I tell my story about Jess Allen on the pod already?
If you did, I may not have been listening.
Oh, just that I was out to dinner the other week, and Jess Allen was on a date in front of us, and then I checked her social media after, and I was in the background of one of her photos of her date.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yes. Ben, any from you?
Not really, no. I think start of when we started podcasting, I'm pretty sure I saw Keys jogging along Fullerton Road. That was the happiest man I've ever seen jogging.
He does seem like a pretty happy guy.
You see me jogging, there is he's grimace central, whereas he was just, big smile, love and life. I wish I could run like that.
I don't know if I'd say grimace central. I have seen you run and kick a football 50 metres.
Well, more endurance running is the issue.
Now, we've been left out to dry on social media. I have no preparation in front of me for...
and you're looking to the wrong person if you want social media.
I'm just sharing...
I might swap in for for Lauren.
Please do. Because I don't have Bozza's selections from the sauna handy either. Does anyone have Bozza's selections from the sauna?
Where is Lauren?
Lauren? No one's here driving social media. Who's got Bozza's social...
I could tweet something quickly.
How fucking useless are you, Dan?
Yeah. Point proven.
All right, hang on a sec. Here we go. Hey, hang on, I gotta find it.
I've got this. Bozza, you can press... not Bozza. Boise, you can press a button if you want.
We're downloading. Hang on. Oh, jeez, Ben, these headphones are terrible, mate. Is Henry still listening? I hope not.
How good's that? That's where the magic happens, Boise.
It's very user friendly.
Oh my god, it's not downloading. Shut up, you bitch.
What was
Boise,
that?
you got to get off those buttons, mate.
How good are they?
Oh my god, come on. Bozza.
This one's good.
This is why I had Sam's phone connected, because mine's shit, or the Here We Crow phone is shit. Oh, here we go. All right. Here we go. Bozza.
Evening, guys. Round 23 from the sauna. Filthy Teal from Ethelden. Showdown week, one of the 2 worst weeks of the footy calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even stand watching it, to be honest, but that's just me. I just want to take some credit just for begging Mr. Nix to bring in Dowling, Lizzie, Alan Bond, Beef, a few of those guys back in and into the side and debut this year. I think without the injuries they probably wouldn't have got a crack, but we've proved that maybe this year full of shit hasn't been as bad as we think with the development side of it. So hopefully with a couple of ins and a few of the guys that are not good enough coming out, then hopefully we can make it not a waste of a year and improve next year.
That would be lovely.
3 changes, Taylor, 4 and the King out, Dowling, Gallant and Edwards to debut this week. Gallant sub. Thanks, guys.
Gallant sub. That's what I said in the car, Dan.
You did say that.
I'd be happy with that.
Happy with that, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oz is great. So
Honestly,
back before I had seats, I used to stand on the hill pretty close to him, and
Yeah.
very.
I feel
what
like
you hear is bang on.
maybe Nixie is following Bozza on Twitter and
Maybe.
is taking his advice, because honestly, and I've said it before, if Bozza was running the footy department, I'd have no problem.
Yeah. He knows what's what. I think
we need to get Bozza and Mark Ricciuto in a meeting.
Yeah, I think so. I actually think I'd like to see, as usual, Bozza's changes, which he's mentioned. I think Taylor, what I can see happening is just the one change, Tech's out, and probably
Gallant in, yeah.
Either Gallant a sub or they bring Billy Dowling back in. But
I think 8 goals gets you a game.
Well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? Especially dead rubber for us.
And he's been fantastic in previous showdowns
I was
as well.
just about to say that. Hasn't Gallant been really good in previous showdowns?
Yeah.
So on the chance that he could do really well, why not bring him in?
Yeah, good call, everybody.
Now, speaking of Bozza, I have an announcement. As it is our 100th episode, we're obviously celebrating, and I have something very special for you all. Now, if you're on your web browser, please open up a new tab and pop in herewecrow.com.au, and on there you will find some very special new merchandise. It is a collaboration between Here We Crow and Poorly Drawn Crows. Poorly Drawn Crows has done us some very special Here We Crow segment designs. Woo. That's right. There is a Ben's Backyard shirt. And there is a Bozza Selections in the Sauna shirt. And do you know what else there is? A Pete's Pizzas shirt.
Hey.
And there is a forthcoming Dog Act shirt. It's coming. It'll be ready soon. But that is the announcement. Thank you very much, Tom of Poorly Drawn Crows, who... You know, he's an avid listener and a friend of the pod, and he has gifted us these designs. Now, they're not the traditional Poorly Drawn Crows designs, I'll have you know, so don't be expecting that. He is a very talented man, so he's given us some great artwork. So we very much appreciate that. Thank you so much to Tom, and you can buy those on the website.
He has probably been the highlight of 2024.
It's been
when
fantastic.
it comes to Crows-related content.
Has
Absolutely.
been very, very good. And just speaking of very, very good, I just wanted to share, Nathan on the chat has said, in terms of running into players, he ran into Dom Cassisi once when he was drunk and called him a shit football player. Now, if we had prizes to give out for funny comments, that would be one.
Well, look. I was going to give out a prize for the live dog act, but all the people here have dog acted us and not given us anything.
That's a dog act in itself.
But for your mere attendance, people, I will have you know that Here We Crow stickers are coming, and I don't mean just Here We Crow, our logo. I mean special stickers, and they're on their way from America. That's how special they are. But all of you, you're going to get a sticker pack. You're going to get a sticker pack. Wow!
Now, Lauren, do we have any more social media, or can we wrap this shit show up?
Oh, we've got a little bit. Hang on, I've got
some
text messages. Let's see who we got here. Brad Law says, he sent me a screenshot of the Adelaide Crows theme from Checkers and said, bumping that. Happy 100. Here we crow. Thank you. And Digger, the rod number 6 has brought some good stuff today. Bang. That was said prior to his mark and goal, by the way. Very well done, Dan Curtin. And I've got one from Boost. It's time to recharge. That's it.
Yeah. Well, before we wrap up the show, we're going to talk about a couple of things. One is the Showdown this week. Ross also wants us to mention...
get on here and you can talk about the AFLW trial match. Come on.
Ross.
Carry on.
He didn't see any of it.
He didn't see it. Oh.
We're obviously
we didn't see it either. We were at the game.
We're obviously getting really close to AFLW season. The girls did have a win in the trial match yesterday.
2 goals for Chopper, friend of the pod. Love it.
Was that another Adelaide Crows W in a showdown for the past little while?
Well,
yep.
Yeah, it counts.
Sure was.
We'll claim it.
We will claim it. Amazing. We're getting really excited for that season coming up. But we have a showdown to play this week as well in the men's. And as we know, it is always a 50-50 match. So what do we expect to happen this week? Lauren, who have you got to win and by how much?
Crows are going to win, and they're going to win by 8 points. We're going to upset the Port Power. We're going to upset the pair. We're going to upset the pair cart. Because fuck them.
Well, Pete, special co-host, who have you got and by how much?
Crows, I reckon it's going to be a nail biter. I reckon it is Crows by 4.
Crows by 4. And Boise, I'm going to do a special thing for you and put you right on the spot, but you're going to do this tonight.
Oh!
So we're right behind him, and the Carlton fans are right behind him. Once, twice, 3 times.
Oh, look at that.
Yes! He's the master blaster.
And I'm going to test you and say who is going to be the dentist for Port this week. Do you know any Port players? Because if you don't, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool with us.
Look, I think we'll win easy. I think they will only have one good player, and that will be my boy Jason Horne-Francis, the former Panther.
The Hornet.
Yeah.
You reckon? He's
he's
been too good to be the
7-goal win.
7-goal win for the Crows.
Yep. That little Frankie Evans.
Frankie Evans.
Yeah, he played good in a showdown once.
Guess
and
who
hasn't done
Ben's
anything
got?
good since.
Ben's got Francis Evans, and it took me a while to figure out how to scroll on Ben's computer because he brings his own mouse.
Ben has Francis Evans.
He's got a big cursor and a mouse. That's how professional Ben is.
Does that mean I put Francis Evans from my bench onto my field in fantasy this week?
It might mean that if you're still playing fantasy, if you're that good to still be in fantasy.
I'm not in finals, but my team's still scoring.
Mine
so
is not. Start unplugging stuff if we
things,
talk about fantasy. I have no care.
My team's been relegated, I'll have you know. But I actually am quietly confident the Crows can get the job done this week to the tune of 12 points. I think that we have Port's measure, and with our best squad on the field, barring Tex.
Can I read Ben's notes? He's gone to all this effort. He's scrolling.
Oh, man, I was trying to wrap up the show!
Look, Ben, you're going the wrong way. Oh.
Now you've made it clunky again.
Okay, sorry. Ben's got a fantasy update.
Just let it go.
Consolation Cup. Sam's still alive in the Consolation Cup prelim.
Oh, my God.
Taking on the Adelaide Rejects. Main game. I've got collective mids in the prelim.
Can you unplug this, Sam?
Blah, blah, blah. No one cares, Ben. What have you got about the Port? Sitting second with a bullet. Is this the start of a Hinkley dynasty? Ben's thoughts. No real thoughts. Too tired for that. 50-50 chance. I'll save the rest of your notes for next episode. All right, wrap it up.
Thank you, everybody who's bared with us through what has been our 100th and worst show so far. But we really do appreciate having everybody here in the studio.
Thank you so much to the Torrens Arms Hotel for hosting us every week.
Stop
we
butting
really
in.
appreciate it. I'm just trying to make sure you remember all
You're
the
trying to save me.
Yeah.
Thanks to the TA. Thank you, Pete, for joining us. Thank you, Boise. Thank you, Kate. Thanks, Ross over there. Thank you, Sam, for doing what you do sorry I bagged you out in the dog act earlier.
He's
you're
not even listening.
He's not listening. Thank you, Ben. I know you're not getting much sleep, but you're amazing.
Thanks, Nathan, for coming too.
Thanks, Lauren, for actually doing the planning, which we don't ever do, and organising the merchandise and all of those types of things. No thanks to me.
Thanks very much to Phoenix for being our technical advisor tonight, which is something I never thought would happen for this podcast, but amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who has stuck through us, especially for people who have listened to us from episode 1 where we had absolutely no idea what we were doing.
Things
and we
have not
still
improved.
Clearly do not have any idea what we're doing. But we really appreciate you joining us every week and talking Crows. Thanks so much to Pete and Bozza as well.
Yeah, thanks Pete, Bozza and Nuzz for calling in tonight. And 100 episodes. There'll be another 100. Hopefully we play some good games in amongst them.
That'd be nice. At least we've got the women's season to look forward to.
That's right. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night, and we'll see you all next week for 101.
Good luck editing this, Sam.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
Quick, turn it off, Sam.
Yeah, you remember... Thanks, guys.
Right, Ben needs to get out of here.
Yeah, you remember Ellery Smackworth?
No.
So there's an episode
I
where
remember
you
you
got
telling me
Stevie
that.
Lee